I'm Ben Hooper, and this is Weekend Odds and Ends, a special Friday edition of the UPI Odd News Minute for August 2nd, 2024. Welcome to Weekend Odds and Ends, our weekly roundup of the missed odd-portunities that didn't quite make this week's podcasts. First up, police in New Zealand were summoned to Tapau Beach in the Taranaki region on a report of a headless corpse that washed up in the sand. But it turned out to be something less gruesome, yet still somewhat provocative. Alice Cowdrey said she was taking a walk on the beach when her dog, Sadie, led her to the headless human-shaped object. Cowdrey said, "I could see it was definitely the shape of a torso face down, and I could tell it was a woman's figure. I could see it had fingernails, and the toes were really realistic, so it really looked like a human figure." 3 police officers responded to the scene and flipped the apparent body over, revealing it was not what it initially seemed to be. Cowdrey said, "You could tell it was a sex doll." She said the doll was so heavy it took all 3 officers to drag it back to their vehicle. Cowdrey said she did some research online and discovered the doll was worth thousands of dollars, deepening the mystery of how it ended up headless on the beach. In more mildly suggestive news, an Iowa farmer broke a world record when he harvested an eggplant weighing in at a staggering 8.33 pounds. Dave Bennett from Davis County had his eggplant examined by Inspector Ivan Hankins of the Iowa Department of Agriculture and Land Stewardship's Iowa Weights and Measures Bureau. Hankins confirmed the 8.33-pound eggplant is the largest in the world. Bennett, who has been growing eggplants for about 5 years and set a state record with a 5.5-pound aubergine 2 years ago, said Guinness World Records officials have been in touch about his massive eggplant. The previous world record holder weighed in at 7.21 pounds when it was harvested in England in 2022. Speaking of veggies, a TikTok star known as the Six-Pack Chef broke 9 world records of his own by showing off the speed of his chopping skills. Canadian chef and bodybuilder Wallace Wong broke the records for the most tomatoes cut in 1 minute, most tomatoes cut in 1 minute while blindfolded, most slices of celery sliced in 30 seconds, most slices of celery sliced while blindfolded in 30 seconds, fastest time to slice a bell pepper, fastest time to slice a bell pepper blindfolded, most slices of garlic sliced in 30 seconds, most slices of garlic sliced while blindfolded in 30 seconds, and most chilies chopped in 30 seconds. Wong said he was surprised to find that, in some cases, his chopping speed actually increased while blindfolded. He said, "I take away a sense and everything heightens." Wong ended up combining all of his chopped veggies into a meal he dubbed the world record vegetable noodle dish. Meanwhile, it was a scene out of a B horror movie when massive swarms of dragonflies descended on a crowded Rhode Island beach. Visitors at Misquamicut Beach in Westerly captured video of the moment when hundreds of thousands of dragonflies suddenly appeared. Beachgoers said the dragonflies arrived in waves, with the largest swarm making landfall at about 1 p.m. Dragonfly expert Ginger Brown said the insects normally migrate from mid-August to mid-September, but they have been known to travel en masse when their bog and swamp habitats dry up. She said, "It is entirely possible that's what we're seeing now. They can travel long distances with relative ease." And finally, an art gallery in Scotland found a new patron when an escaped pet python broke into the business to peruse its wares. Mark Walski, who lives over the Studio One store and gallery in Banchory, Aberdeenshire, said his 10-foot reticulated python, named Bodhi, used a vent to make her way downstairs. Walski said he went outside to look for his snake and saw through the gallery's window that several objects had been knocked from their shelves. Gallery owner Viv Carriage said it was not the message I was expecting to receive first thing on a Monday. She said 5-year-old Bodhi made quite a mess in the gallery. Carriage said, "There were a few things from high shelves on the floor, things scattered around. She took a liking to one of the handbags." Carriage said she was pleased to see the serpent has an appreciation for art, saying, "We've always said we're dog-friendly, now we're snake-friendly too." For these stories and more national, international, sports, entertainment, science, and odd news from United Press International, visit upi.com.